one of my favorite things to teach is getting my students to combine their chordal playing with their solo, their line playing, their chord playing with their line playing, okay? So mixing that part of it. So instead of saying, hey, do you play rhythm or lead? Just say both at the same time, okay? Two different parts of your brain. Okay, here's how to do it. You learn your chords melodically, okay? Here is something that's in the Voicing Modes book. The one right here, Voicing Modes, okay? In the reference section, I'm going to do some Dorian chords. I'm going to demonstrate the minor 7 or 2 chords, so 2 being Dorian, whatever. Let's do C minor. So I'm going to play a series of either C minor 7 or C minor 9 or C minor 11 or C minor 13 chords or C minor 6 chords, whatever. But I want them to be organized by melody. So you practice them going up the neck. They're not really inversions. Actually, most of them are in root position. But you have them organized mentally by what the melody is doing, what the top note is doing, as in the top sounding note, not the bass note. Okay. So here is a C minor with a root in the melody. Here is with the 9th in the melody. Minor 3rd, 4th. You can also play it like this, 4th is also, when there's a 7th in the chord, they call it a minor 11, as you probably know. So by the way, it's interesting about how we learn these chords is I'm just telling you all of them, some of my favorites, but basically laying them out on a silver platter for you to learn, but I didn't learn them this way. I gathered them up over many years of learning tunes, practicing chord melodies, and learning chords from my friends or from other transcribing or whatever. But I think it's really neat to put them in a collection so that you can practice them systematically and get really good at them. So anyway, let me continue. So we got the root, the 9th, the minor 3rd, the 4th or the 11th, the 5th. I like the little color in there. See that there's the 9th kind of sticking out there. And then the 6th, I call that the Prince chord. Anyway, like a minor 7 with a 6 on top. You would call it a minor 13. And then there's the flat 7 in the melody. Notice it's just a shell voicing. I don't have a 5th in that voicing. And the root again. And then how about the chords on the E string? So there is the 4th or the 11th in the melody, the 5th in the melody, 6th in the melody. There's that Prince chord again. Anyway. Then the flat 7. You can either play that one, the Who Could It Be Now chord. Anyway. You could do the minor 11 with the 7th on top and just... Anyway, there's several ways to grab any note, but these are my favorites. Root in the melody, 9th in the melody. I like this one. I got that from Bill Evans, from a tune called Time Remembered. They do that, he does that. That's his melody. It's an 11th and a 9th. And I'm fat fingering these two strings. You see that? Anyway, out of focus. And then the minor 3rd, and then the 4th. Hopefully, you see them right here. You see them? Let me play them again. B string melody, up the neck. E string up the neck. Say that there's sometimes a couple of different options. So instead of the 9th in the melody like this shape, you can also do the 9th in the melody like this shape, which is a really pretty chord. Continuing. highly recommend you practicing these with a metronome so that you can gauge your progress. Now, if you play them faster and faster and faster, faster and faster and faster, and faster and faster and faster, faster and faster and faster, they're just going into your more present at hand part of the brain. Okay, let me demonstrate here. Just a little drum beat for you. Here we go. Let me do it faster. So. So not only is this something really cool for playing rhythm parts, because whenever you play a rhythm part, there's gonna be a top note. And so if you're more hyper aware of the top note that you're playing, you can kind of fine tune a really neat part, okay? Let me give you an example. There's a tune called Butterfly by Herbie Hancock. And it goes from F minor to A minor. Now, whether or not they're both Dorian is debatable, but let's just pretend they're both Dorian for now. We'll do F Dorian and A Dorian. Okay, all right, here we go. F minor. Ah, no. That's not how you do it. All right, scratch that. Don't use that last minute or so. All right, let me demonstrate this tune, Butterfly. Okay, it goes F minor to A minor. Let's start with a ninth in the melody on the F minor, and I'm going to stay on that melody for that when it goes to A minor. Now it's a flat 7. So it was a ninth, now it's a flat 7. Does that make sense? Let's try it. Change to a fifth, to 11. Or maybe you know what? I'm going to pick my rhythm a little bit better. Here we go. So you can see that it's always got that melody note. I did accidentally hit it. Let's see what it sounds like. Maybe, how about this melody? Or maybe. Maybe I'll do something. You can tell what I'm doing. So what I do, I'm picking little bits out of some of those chords. So that F minor 11, this one right here. I don't think I demonstrated that one, but I demonstrated the C minor 11. There you go. And then the fifth is on top too. So you can do this kind of R&B flibbita thing. And then I'm going to do this one on the A minor because that's part of that one, you know, also part of that one and part of that one. I don't know if that made sense, but a little two-note little deal here. Maybe I can do something like this. How about this one? I'll mix it with this one. So I just have to be careful that I'm not getting too busy. Anyway, here's what all it sounds like with a bass part that I previously recorded. Here we go. So now, playing trio style, where you have to play the chord yourself, then you can play a chord and then continue the line, you know. sense. But yeah, stuff's all in the Voicing Modes book. So there are the chord shapes just written out for you in the book. And then later on in the book, there are these things called scale shapes. And I have the Dorian ones written out. I actually have all 7. Okay, thanks for listening, and have a good day. See ya.